Hello again, all my brothers and sisters on the flat, domed, stationary earth. Okay, so I was talking with my mother in law. She's in her late 80s, and my wife. And they asked me if the government is going to take away our guns one day. And I said, I really don't think that can happen, but I never want to say never. And I tried to explain to her a lot of these shootings were false flags. And she's like, false flag? And I explained to her what it was. And she goes, oh my God. And I said, yeah. And then I remember years ago when Joe Biden was our vice president and he was trying to, put into law to take away the semi-automatics like the AK-47, and he was saying you don't need it to protect yourself. All you need is a shotgun. So retarded. But anyway, a woman wrote back to him and told Joe Biden, my daughter was raped and robbed viciously because she did have a shotgun, but it wasn't enough to stop the four guys that raped her. So you could throw that theory out the window, which is ridiculous to even say something like that. And I was telling my mother-in-law that I'm on YouTube and stuff, and a lot of comments I put. A lot of people know my comments because I get people telling me that I'm redundant. It's true. But anyway, I'll put a comment like, enough talk, it's time for war against the Freemasons. But it's deeper than that. I've been doing some research, and it's true. Follow the money trail, because, like our Lord said, money is the root of all evils. And if you follow the money trail, it's that old saying that's so true. And I'm not happy saying it, but because I'm Italian, but all roads lead to Rome, and Rome has all the gold. And then I found out that in Rome, for the longest time, hundreds of years, you have these four black Italian mafia families that have been controlling the whole world. And we found out that they're funding like Saudi Arabia and ISIS. So we have to go after these four families, mafia families, if we want to stop the evil in this world. Because it's got to lead. It's got to lead to the people that have the most money. That's it in a nutshell. But I don't know if it's going to be possible. I heard rumors that Trump stopped Saudi Arabia, all the rich dudes there, and confiscated their money. And he has plans to go after these Italian mafia families. If he does that, that'd be a great thing. He'd be the only president to do that. And speaking of presidents, I'm 62. I never voted in my life. I never had any interest. I never believed any of them. Now that I know the earth is flat, I'm glad I never did vote it. And I remember years ago when President Ronald Reagan, he was talking about the threat of aliens that might invade us. So we have to build the Star Wars weapons program, which we know space is not real. So he actually stole all that money from us. If we find that out later on. And same thing with Kennedy. They say he was the last great president, but yet he funded NASA. He was big time into NASA. So anyway, going back to the guns, if they take our guns away, we're sitting ducks. And I pray it never happens, because we really do need to defend ourselves in these times, I believe. It's like with my wife, if she's all alone and the rest of the family is away, and I always leave the gun on her dresser close to her bed. I said, just in case. And she's like, no, I can't shoot nobody. I said, well, somebody breaks in, what you should do quick is just blow out a window and then see what happens. If they hear that crash of glass, they might, take off for the hills, so to speak. And then my person I know has 3 big dogs. And she said, they're my protection. And I said, I don't think that they'll protect you. All they have to do is throw a big juicy beef bone in the middle of the living room, and then that's it, you're finished. It's always good to have a warm gun. Like that saying, happiness is a warm gun. Well, anyway, I just wanted to put that out there and say hello to everybody. That's what I really wanted to do, and see how everybody's doing. And I appreciate my subscribers. And I want to put a shout out to D doing that flat Frankie B. Flat video. It cracked me up. I put a comment in there saying, man, I look retarded. Well, anyway, remember, all things must pass until our Lord appears.